Just trying to go back to sleep. How frequently in time, like how close in time were you receiving these posts? Was it multiple posts a day? Was it spaced out over? It was every single day for multiple days, weeks, months. It was for the first 2.5 months. In the comments that you were receiving, were they just limited to comments on your social media, or were you receiving contact by your cell phone? Both. I have some transcripts that I would like to play and audio of certain recordings, but I can ask respondent of those. And then I would be done with my direct of petitioner who was on the recording. Their statements by the respondent. Okay, we'll do that later. Yeah. So you were done with your questioning? Yes. Okay, so this is now Bree's lawyer. Is your social media profile, is it public or private? It's public. At any time, did you post your business information for your hair business online, like your business phone number or your business address, my business phone number and my business address? They were both posted online, correct? My business phone number and my business address both was. Is your business phone number different than your personal phone number? Yes. Have you ever posted anything on social media about this paternity case? About this paternity case? Yes. I probably responded to a few comments, but I never posted something directly about this case. I would like to show a video of the petitioner. I would object on the basis of it's impeachment, Your Honor. Relevance? Well, show it to Ms. Budnick for starters. Audio recording playing. He just said when he was responding to things. I would say this is improper impeachment purposes. This is him responding to a comment. He's posting about this case, Your Honor, online. He's aggrieved about the same situation that the respondent is posting things, so it's relevant. One at a time. I don't think it has any relevance to the restraining order, and I think this was something that was set forth in our briefing. There's a difference between posting generally about a case or about their life with the child or about their own personal life. There's a difference between that and actively going online and disparaging someone, making threats to somebody, calling someone names, harassing their family. It's different. If I may, Your Honor, the post talk about court with Bree. The post says TK talk about court with Bree, but that wasn't posted by my client. Hold on, you shouldn't interrupt one another because I do want to hear what he has to say. And when he's done, if you wouldn't just interrupt him mid-sentence, then I'll ask him to reserve the same respect to what you're saying. So what did you want to say, Your Honor? The point is Mr. Giesi's online commenting about this paternity case, about this court case, and he just told me he doesn't post about or talk about it online. So my position is, Your Honor, he's putting himself out there as well as the respondent about this case, about the restraining order, about the paternity case. And so what he's complaining or grieving of the respondent doing, he's basically putting himself out there in the social media light as well. And this video shows exactly that. All I'm saying is this lawyer, did Bree get fired from this lawyer? Unfortunate, because this lawyer seems like he knew what he was doing.
Yes, she didn't pay him.
Oof. I guess responding to some people, and I got the impression the court. I think so, Your Honor. It's basically him on social. Did you knock it over? Trying to stay on for y'all. Let's see. I think so, Your Honor. It's basically him on social media, basically posting about this court case. So I think that would help clarify two things. The video that was shown has text overlaid on the video, which is what counsel had referenced about the text saying TK talks about court. Are they trying to say 2K? I think they meant to say 2K, not TK. It's okay. Ooh. I think your client can explain that's how TikTok works. Sure, we're also familiar. It's a video of him talking about court and me, correct? That's what Bree says. Ma'am, it's not your time. Can you just play it and we won't have to worry about the text? Sure. And the other thing to clarify, well, let me finish. The other thing to clarify is so my client had just testified he doesn't post anything except for when he's responding to comments. So the way that TikTok video works, from my understanding, is that there is a feature on TikTok. Basically, they're just saying like he was responding to a comment. I don't think Baby likes this case. I don't think so either. The text on the video probably said TK incorrectly. Maybe. Okay. Okay, can we just ask the question? Why are y'all arguing? They're basically just arguing back and forth about he posts online, she posts online, he posts online, she posts online. In this context, to show that there's been domestic violence, including disturbing the mental and emotional calm of the person seeking the restraining order, I can see that it might be relevant that that person, if it's true, I'm not saying it is, if it's true that this person who is claiming to have his mental and emotional calm destroyed was doing the same thing to the other side, because I think that could be Jermaine. That's what we're advancing, Your Honor. That is correct. And that's fine. You'll see when we play the other videos, it's not the same. Okay. Mr. UC, do you recall when or about you made these statements on the internet? I think it was right after court that night. So that would have been September of 2024. Yeah. And I'm not trying to trick you. We were here around September 17th. Yes, sir. So this video would have been either the day of court or the day after, possibly. Yes, sir. Okay, fantastic. With respect to the comments that you make in there, do you disagree with anything you said in there? You were just simply talking, responding to fans, everything you said in there. Those were your words. It's kind of multiple questions. Let me withdraw it. So the statements made are in the video. Those were all your comments. You're making those statements. Well, I'm responding to the comments. And in response to those comments, you were discussing your court case with Miss Olson, correct?
It's all just back and forth, and typical at this point. I just feel bad for Baby W.
Yeah. He was discussing his outfit and the date. It wasn't like the details. Right. Well, it is what it is. So you don't really need to object. Understood. Okay, go ahead. And in response to those comments, you were discussing your court case with Miss Olson, correct? So outside of me telling them what my outfit was, the only thing I discussed was saying, how do you guys know it got moved up? Because she discussed the details of court that it got moved up and told them, consider your source. I'm not talking about it. And going back to an incident that you referenced in September, I'm sorry, March of 2023, you contend there was an altercation with Miss Olson. If you could refer to me to that declaration or something, that's what I'm saying. Some of this is just dumb. Is there anything else interesting? Do y'all want me to read the rest of this? Yeah. Well, then I'll pause it because we still have about 100 pages left to the conclusion.
How is this supposed to help her, though? Was anything new added in this doc?
Read Exhibit C to go over the order. Okay.
I think the only thing that will be used is Lena's testimony.
Yeah, but Lena's testimony was only in the first thing. Why did they post all of that? Okay. So down to Exhibit C. I mean, we've heard all their stories, so. All right, so Exhibit C. All right, so I have lengthy stipulation. Who wants to tell me about what's going on? Sure. So we have agreed to interim orders. So this is basically after they had that other court case. They, hold on. got a stuffy nose, and so she can't. She's not having it. She's being fussy, and she's like yelling at me like her milk, her sippy was right there, and she's like, "Give me my sippy." So she's just being a little ornery at me. Um, yeah, so this was after they basically decided to come to an agreement. So her lawyer was probably like, "Look, it looks pretty bad. All the shit you did online was pretty bad." And then Brie was like, "All right, I guess we'll come to an agreement." So this is their joint stipulation, is basically what happens. Oh no, and then she keeps messing with the screen of the thing, and it's not doing what she wants, and she's getting mad. Okay. We have agreed to interim orders pending on April 25th, 2025. Return date on final custody orders, the move away. Oh, the thing.
The ba slip mom.
Yeah. So the parties are going to do a 3-week on, 1 week off schedule. Petitioner will have the 3-week period, and it will be in Texas. Respondent will have the 1-week period in Los Angeles. Petitioner's 3-week period will start tomorrow. He will also have 2024 holidays. He will be responsible for all transportation to and from LA. The parties are going to do the exchange at the In and Out by LAX airport. They're going to use Our Family Wizard to communicate. The parties have agreed to mutual no disparagement of each other in front of the minor child and not allowing anyone else to do so. So that means no one should be talking shit about each other in front of the child. They will not talk about the other person, disparage the other person or the other person's family on social media. Ooh. I mean, that's just right there. That's an order. To the extent they become aware of the third parties doing so on social media, they can provide an instruction that they discontinue the conduct. Petitioner is going to dismiss his restraining order request without prejudice. If the conduct, the disparagement of petitioner's family, or disclosure of private information occurs again, that will give petitioner grounds to try to get a restraining order, which that's a normal thing to order, to say, oh, you could try again. And then as to both parties, to the extent enforcement of these are necessary, we've agreed to that the prevailing party can get attorney's fees. We have agreed and signed off on all the terms. So they agreed to all of this. Brie agreed to this. This was not a judge's technical order. They agreed to this. So basically, they just both asked both of them that they agree to this. So what's next for us is April 25th. Exactly, that's correct, Your Honor, and what's going to happen that day. So I think if we can't reach an agreement on all issues, I think the idea would be to put in our evidence for final custody orders. And then, I mean, this is not our stipulation, but just thinking out loud, I think that would effectively finalize. Really, we can deal with all of the issues in this case if that's possible. I think 3 hours is fine. I think the intent, man, they thought they were going to have a 3-hour day. No way. We got 3 days, bitches. Your Honor, is an evidentiary hearing on the issue of the move away. I think part of would be with the age of the child. I don't know how much of a value. Talk to mom, talk to dad and family members. The child is going to be out a year at that point. So I don't know how effective it would be. Okay, so they're just talking about coming back on the 25th. End of proceedings. Yep, that's just the court reporter. It's gone. You yelling at me again? It gone, mama. It gone, mama. Damn, I just went on a 2-hour adventure. We're still reading 4 hours, people. 4 hours that I read all that. Man. They agreed so he would drop the DVRO. I don't know why people act like the judge deemed her unfit. No, that's exactly, yeah. They agreed so that, I mean, it was a stipulation. There were no, like, the judge didn't deem her unfit. It was definitely, they came to an agreement for this. That what was a suggestion? What are you talking about? I mean, it says right there that they agreed not to talk about each other. They agreed not to talk about each other. Yeah, time to roll up. Read page 188. I just X'd out. Oh. Uh. Everybody knows I talk about it with all my friends. You were asked about an interaction where you guys saw each other at a club in Tampa, right? Why were you at a club in Tampa on this occasion? I was getting paid to pull up. By pull up, you mean you were getting paid to be there? Yeah, sorry. Oh my God, that's fucking embarrassing. You guys can't fucking talk like a damn. I don't have it pulled up. Guys, y'all, is it really that big of a deal? Jesus. I'm literally reading it to you. Yeah, sorry, we understand, but the court might not. Oh, come on. And you said, so Bree showed up to this club that you were getting paid to be at while you said she was about 5 months pregnant with W. Yeah. Did you invite her to this club? No, my best friend did. Did she show up with your best friend? Well, he's not my best friend anymore, but yeah. Is there a reason that he's no longer your best friend? Because he ate her butt out.
Okay, okay. I beg your finest pardon.
Someone did the eyes and the lips
Forever
thing.
enshrined.
The eyes and the lips comment. Literally Brie. Literally Brie.
A girl likes what she likes, LMAO.
I apologize for arguing about reading this page. Yes, Sierra, that was, and Amanda, that was literally her.
Good boy, good boys, good boys.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Is there a reason he's no longer your friend? Because he ate her butt out. He got her back for punching him in the face. I tell you what. I tell you what.
Guilty as charged.
5 months pregnant. She was pregnant too. Why do you think she showed up at this club with your former best friend? Objection, cause for speculation. Why do you believe she was involved? That's the... I believe she flew
least he
across the
didn't lie.
country to harass me.